You can potentially find a cure for COVID-19 right now if you start folding at home. To understand how folding at home works, we first need to learn about proteins and protein folding. Proteins carry out many functions ranging from the structure of body tissues to creating enzymes to protecting the body from antigens. Proteins are made when amino acids combine to form a polypeptide chain. However, just because the chain contains the right amino acids doesn't necessarily guarantee that the protein will work. This is where protein folding comes in. Proteins can fold in many ways, and there are 4 levels of structure that determine these folds. The primary structure of a protein is the order of the amino acids. Each amino acid is made up of a carboxyl group, an amino group, and an R group. These groups will come in handy later in the folding process. The sequence of amino acids will determine how the protein will fold in secondary structure. Hydrogen on one amino acid can bond to an oxygen on another, creating a fold. The most common folds are the alpha helix and the beta pleated sheets, which give the protein its 3D structure. In tertiary structure, we can look at the R group on the amino acid to determine the fold. While the carboxyl and amino groups tend to stay the same, the R groups can vary. Certain R groups are hydrophilic or attracted to water, and others are hydrophobic or not attracted to water. Amino acids that are hydrophilic tend to be on the outside of the protein, whereas the hydrophobic amino acids tend to be on the inside of the protein, which create folds. There are many other interactions that can cause folds in this structure level, but this is one of the main interactions. Quaternary structure is based on whether or not the protein consists of multiple polypeptide chains. More protein chains lead to more interactions between them, which can lead to numerous additional folds. But how does all this relate to COVID-19? Well, COVID-19 is a virus, and viruses need a cell to copy and reproduce their proteins in order to replicate. Once the virus is inside the cell, it releases, in this case, its RNA, which is then copied and distributed to other cells. Using computers, we can simulate the folding process of a virus's proteins and find a weakness. This weakness can then be targeted by medicine, which can kill the virus. Folding at home does exactly this. They use the power of other people's computers to find cures for different viruses and diseases, including the COVID-19 virus. There are many different parts of the folding process and proteins that can be targeted, which is why there are a vast amount of projects for COVID-19 out there right now that need your help in simulating protein folding. Folding at home says that each simulation you run is like buying a lottery ticket. The more tickets we buy, the better our chances of hitting the jackpot. You could be the one to find the weakness in the folds of the COVID-19 virus, which could lead to a cure. Go to foldingathome.org today to donate your computer's resources to start folding and hopefully save lives.